If you think I'm joking, I can give you my full name, type it on Google, you will see me there. So you see, so that you will understand that we that have come here today, it's not as if we don't have anything important to do. And that is why you need to listen very attentively. We live a life of impact. We want to make impact for the next generation. Just like my sister said the other time, some of the mistakes our own generation made, we don't want your own generation to make the same mistakes. Because if we had the good tutelage and the mentorship that we required when we were in your age grade, maybe we wouldn't have made those mistakes. But it is a pity that even in your own generation, when you have groups of adults who are ready to tutor you, who are ready to mold you, who are ready to give you all the guidelines and put your feet in the right direction, you are still so adamant to listen. Why? Oh my shame. Because when your teachers tell you things sometimes, when your parents are telling you, don't do this, don't do that, in your mind you say, give me a job and let me live my life. You are very lucky. You are so lucky to have people like us who are ready to help mold you. If we are talking about sex education, a lot of things are happening within young people like you. You will see stories of 11-year-old, 12-year-old who are already having sexual intercourse. I am going to call it what it is because you all know what it is. There is no need to decorate it. Yeah, there is no need to decorate it. When we are talking about your private parts now, your parents will tell you it is Totoyo. Listen to me. I don't have more time to spend here, so you need to listen so that I can do it sharp.
No time.
But the truth is, what a male has is penis, and what a female has is vagina. It's very simple. Don't say, hey, you know it. Let's call it what it is so that you will know what you need to know. What is sexual intercourse? It's very simple. Sexual intercourse is when a man comes or a boy comes with his own penis, has a relationship with the vagina of a female.
Okay, please, keep quiet. Keep quiet.
Teachers, please. I know because of the things I'm saying, it's going to be a bit rowdy. Please just help me control them. Thank you very much. You see, these are things you know. A lot of you surf through the internet and you watch all sorts of things. Am I lying? No. You have phones. Am I lying? No. Those of you that don't have phones, you have older sisters and older brothers that have phones, but your parents don't. Now listen to me. I want you to know that indeed, that sexual intercourse, I am telling you, is a good thing. I won't tell you it's a bad thing. It's a good thing. But what I'm going to tell you is that it becomes bad when you are doing it at the wrong time. I want you to chorus it. When you are doing it at the wrong time. When you are doing it at the wrong time. What is now the wrong time? Your stage like this. Your stage like this is the wrong time. When you have not known what your future is going to look like. You have not even started the future at all. You are still struggling out life. You are still trying to read your book and stay focused. You've not even fulfilled purpose. In fact, you've not even discovered your purpose in life, not talk of starting to fulfill it. You now want to start having boyfriend. You now want to start having girlfriend. So that both of you will go to one corner and go and do sexual intercourse. the right time?
No.
What are the disadvantages of you having sexual intercourse or you engaging in sexual activities at the wrong time of your life like this? What are the disadvantages? Do you know some? Let me have you speak. Please, a round of applause for her. Unwanted pregnancy. The person can drop out of school. A round of applause for him. Unsafe abortion. Clap for him. Oh yeah, you say something. I can't hear you. The person might contract HIV. A round of applause for him. Another person wants to speak. Okay, let's have you. The person becomes a disgrace to the family. A round of applause. Okay, let's have you.
Spiritual problems.
All right. You will see that all these disadvantages that they mentioned are all interwoven. You are 13. You get pregnant at 13. It is unwanted pregnancy, or in the medical line, we call it unplanned pregnancy, because WHO has said that there is no pregnancy that is unwanted, but we should rather call it unplanned. Of course, at 13, at your age, you cannot plan pregnancy before. Yes. They are feeding you in the house. You want to feed an extra mouth. Is that possible?
No.
Where will you get the money to feed the person? So that is why it is called unplanned. And when they get out of unplanned pregnancy at 13, then because she knows that her future is about to crumble before her, somebody will now introduce pills that she will use to do abortion. That is where abortion now comes in. Unsafe abortions. Then, that unsafe abortion could even lead to ruptured uterus, which will lead to that person not being able to give back again in life. Or, in the complicated sense, it leads to death. How will the person be able to fulfill purpose in life? No way. Now, some people will say, Shebi is the girl that will have the problem. The boy will still be going to school and everything. You will see the boy himself will be disoriented. How will a 14-year-old or a 12-year-old feel when he hears that somebody is not? They are both teenagers. They are both very, very naive. They don't know anything. They don't know what to do. Even the boy will lose focus. Forget the fact that it is not in the body of the boy that the pregnancy is. Even he himself will lose focus. So, dropping out of school could happen to both the girl and the boy in question. So, this I want you to note in life, that when you start engaging in sexual activity at a very young age, then you are planning a doom for your future. How many people want to fulfill purpose in life? I know. What do you want to become in life? I need 5 people to tell me what they want to become in life.
You don't want to do
I've not called you, okay? I want to become a doctor. Clap for him. I want to become a doctor. Clap for him. I know that if I keep asking every one of you what you want to become in life, you all will have something to say. But when you now start engaging in sexual activity at this stage, when you are supposed to be planning and working towards your goal, how will you now become that thing you want to be in life? life. Is it now possible again? It won't be possible. That was why I told you one of my many achievements. I told you not because I want you to make me feel fly. I told you so that you can be encouraged, that you can be whatever you want to be in life. Tell yourself I can be whatever I want to be in life. I am going to achieve greatness.
I'm going to achieve greatness.
You need to be hardworking and focused. So we are telling you what can make you lose focus. So if you are a girl, a boy in your class is already writing love letter to you, tell him no. I want you to stop it now. Young people between the ages 10 to 19 who get down with syphilis, gonorrhea, chlamydia, HIV, genital warts, and so many of them like that because of early exposure to sexual intercourse. And for women, it's also early exposure to sexual activity also predisposes a woman to developing cervical cancer in the future. I am trying to make it, you are going to be the one to make your decision by yourself today. We are going to say some words of affirmation before I do. But before then, for the ladies, let's quickly talk about menstrual hygiene. Every month,
Keep quiet.
every month, a lady goes through what we call the menstrual flow, which comes as a cycle. It is absolutely normal. We've had cases when a girl suddenly wakes up in the morning and she sees the menstrual flow blood and she becomes scared because she doesn't know what it is. In fact, she's so ignorant about it. Maybe our parents are not prepared her mind. It is actually supposed to be a stage of life where a girl will attain and then her mind would have been prepared before she even starts. But it's a pity that we are in the era of busy parents, career women and men who don't really have time for their children. And the teachers are really trying their best in school. Abi, we cannot kill the teachers. They will do what they can do in the school, while the parents should do their own part at home. So when you have reached what we call the age of menarche, what did I call it? Menarche. Menarche is that period when you start menstruating, when you see your first menstrual blood. What do? A lot of young girls are ignorant about how they can keep their body clean, keep a good hygiene during this period. You see them when they are menstruating, they get stains. You see them when they are menstruating, they smell. Yeah, it happens a lot because sincerely menstrual blood actually smells. And then the smell will be oozing from the girl's body if she's not keeping herself clean. How many times are you supposed to change your sanitary towel in a day? You are supposed to change, listen to me. Listen to me, you are supposed to change your sanitary towel at least 3 to 4 times a day, depending on the magnitude of flow, the intensity of flow that you have. You know, there are some people that have heavy flow and there are some people that have light flow. Those that have heavy flow are the ones that have blood rushing so much. Those that have light flow, their own is not rushing so much. So if you are having heavy flow, definitely you might need to change your sanitary pad up to 4 times in a day. But what do we see? Some girls, they will use the pad that they use since morning. They will carry it till night. Some will even sleep with it till the following morning. How many times are you supposed to have your bath? When you are menstruating, listen to me, because I'm trying to round up. When you are menstruating, it's not the period that you take your bath only in the morning when you are coming to school. Because some of you, it's only morning bath that you know how to do. Even when you come back from school and your mom say, go and take your bath because you just came back from school, you say, Shebi, I have bath in the morning. Shebi, I have had my bath in the morning. Even as a girl, even though you are not menstruating as a girl, you are supposed to bathe at least 2 times a day. Not talk of when you are now menstruating. So at least you are supposed to have your bath twice a day, or even more than, as the case comes for it. You are not supposed to leave your pants unwashed. Some of you young girls, because you change pants, you will say the pants did not stain now. You keep using the pants. You keep using the pants. You keep using the pants. Some of you are doing it. Yes, now. The pants you gum pad on this morning, you will gum pad on it in the evening. Let's even say that, okay, you use it for that day. The second day, you take it again and still gum pad on it. The third day, you still and gum pad. You will not use only one pad. You'll be gumming pad on it every day. And see what happens. You have to stop it now. When you wash your pubic area, when you wash your private part, as a girl, when you wash your vagina, because you are menstruating, don't wash with soap. Don't wash with what? Soap. Don't wash with what? Soap. Girls, I can't hear you. Don't wash with what? Don't wash your private part with soap or anything that has chemical in it. I was even thinking some people will say, why? You are not being inquisitive. The reason why you should not wash with soap or anything that has chemical or antiseptic or medicated is so that it will not kill the normal bacteria that are there. There are things, there are microbes in your private part that we call normal flora. They are normal bacteria that God has put there to serve as soldiers of the body to help you fight any unwanted bacteria that are going to give you infection. That is why a lot of girls get down with infection often. So when you want to wash your private parts, you wash with water. It is not how intense you wash it. Some people wash it as if they are washing butter. You take sponge. It is not about how intense you wash it. It is about how often you wash it. So if you are washing with only water, you can wash as many times as possible in a day. Do you understand me?
Yes, ma'am.
Any pad you have used during the day, don't sleep with it. Before you sleep, go and use a new pad that you will remove in the morning. It's very important. This is what we call menstrual hygiene. Now, how do you dispose your pad? See, menstrual hygiene is not only limited to your body only, because I've been talking about the ones that concern your body. Menstrual hygiene even goes further to how you dispose the pad. Some of you are very bad with that. Some are so bad with the fact that they will even go to public toilets and remove it, drop it there, and go. It is something private to you. It's not something everybody should be seeing. And it is unhygienic for you to be exposing it because the blood you have in it comes from inside your body. How do you dispose your pad? You wrap it neatly. In fact, sometimes we encourage people to wash it. You can actually wash it off, wash off the blood, then wrap it neatly, throw inside a nylon or wrap it with a paper and throw into the dustbin. I don't know if you understood what I just said. Yeah. You wash off the blood, you cannot understand because you're a boy. So don't say no again, just be quiet. I'm talking to the girls now.
Please keep quiet.
This part I'm saying, mommy, you know this part I'm saying is very important. Because I don't know if you must have been seeing some pads in your school toilet.
Please keep quiet. No comment, please.
Listen to me, I want to repeat myself nicely. When you want to dispose, wash off the blood. After washing off the blood, roll it in. Fold it nicely. You see all those wings, the wing that you gum on your pan like that. I'm going to bring out one and show you.
Please keep quiet. Please keep quiet.
Are you whining me? You think I'm joking? I'm here for serious business.
Somebody will be down.
Did you see? Assuming I have a pants here. I want to show you. Listen, teachers, why are you screaming? Your school is not the first school we are taking this campaign to. So what's your own alliance? Why is it so surprising to you? I forgot. I wanted to take a clean pants along. I forgot. Because I want to show you how to fix the pad or your pants correctly. But I will explain. When you open it like this, you remove this pad. You can see, sorry. You can see that you have a white covering here that has the gum. Here too we have the white covering. This place is what we call the wings, the pad wings. So many of you have been wearing it wrongly. This place is longer and this place is shorter. Do you know that this longer part is supposed to be in front? Yes. Boys, you cannot know. I'm talking to the girls. Do you know that this longer part is supposed to be in front? Girls, have you been putting this longer part in front? Yes. No. Most of you haven't. A lot of you believe this longer part should be at the back and this place should be at the front. But actually, I want you to know that the blood flows forward and not backward. So the longer part should be at the front. It is supposed to be like this. So this is the wing. Why do we have the wing? The wing is supposed to hold it in place on your pants so that it will not be shifting and you will not be having stains. If you've been using sanitary towel and you are having stains, it means you are not fixing your pad well. And that is why this teaching is very important. Because some of you, no matter how you do it, anytime you are menstruating, people must know. They will tell you, Auntie, clean your nose. Auntie, finish your nose.
Who said Jesus?
So when you fix it, you use the first place, you gum it on your pad at the back. This place, you gum it on your pad. at the back, and then it stays very well. And when you remove after use, what do? You wash off the blood from the surface. After washing off, you roll it like this. When you get to where the wing is, you keep rolling, and it looks portable. You throw inside a nylon and tie it, or you throw inside a paper and use the newspaper to wrap it and throw in a dustbin. It is that simple. Life is easy for those that make it easy for themselves. So right now, I want us to take some affirmations. Do you have any questions? Because I'm done. Let me just take. Teacher, how many questions should we take? Okay, 3 questions. Uncle said we should take 5. Make it 5. So help me to pick randomly. 5. Oh yeah, let me pick question randomly. Say, please, auntie, I want to know why some girls experience heavy flow, why some light flow during their menstrual period. I think I also mentioned it earlier, that some experience heavy flow, while some experience light flow. It depends. Even those that experience heavy flow, there are some months that they still experience light flow. It depends on the egg being released for that month. I don't want to go into details of that because we don't have time. Assuming we have enough time, I would have brought a slide taking you through reproductive system. Not the reproductive system that our teacher has taught you in class. So my own class of reproductive system is very different because I'm going to go into details to every part of your body and what it does, the function, going to how the egg is being released and how the spermatozoa is being produced in a voice. But we don't have that time. But I just want you to know that it is normal for some people to have heavy flow, and it is normal for some people to have light flow. It is normal. It depends on how it comes for each month. So let's have the first question here. Oh yeah. Please, let's have this question here.
My question is that during the menstrual cycle, is the flowing out of blood and all sorts of things. So now can body tissues actually flow out?
All right, thank you very much. Can go and sit down. Yes, your menstrual flow is a combination of blood. Listen to me. The menstrual flow is a combination of blood, body fluid, mucus, and tissue. You see the reason why I wanted the boys out before? Because I know that when we come to this stage, they will be distributing the girls. Your menstrual flow is a combination of blood, body fluid, mucus, and tissue. The tissue there that she was asking is the lining of the inside of your womb, the uterus. So because the egg has been released and nothing came to fertilize the egg, if you listen to me very well, you will understand this. This is pure biology. This is pure biology. In the advanced level, we call it anatomy and physiology. Because the egg has been released and the egg did not have anything to fertilize it, it breaks down, it sheds. But it is not only the blood that we shed. Even the lining of the uterus that was waiting for a baby to grow and no baby came to grow in it, the lining also sheds. And that is why when you menstruate, you don't only see blood, you also see some tissue-like substance in it. Do you understand? Yes. Next question, please. You are not only asking me, say it so that we can hear you.
I have unsafe abortion.
Unsafe abortion, yes.
Is there any abortion that is safe?
Thank you very much. Go and sit down.
Thank you.
Here's a good one.
Now listen to me. In every term of medicine, there is a meaning. You remember when I was talking about unwanted pregnancy? I later called it what? Thank you for having a retentive memory. Unplanned pregnancy. And I told you the reason why we call it unplanned pregnancy. Unsafe abortion means this is not an abortion that you went to the hospital. You went to a medical expert to do for you. This is an abortion you went to do on your own. Labele, abi you took a medication, or you just went and they did one quackery thing for the person, and that is very unsafe because it can put the life of that person in jeopardy. There are some abortions that are done that are safe. In medicine, let me give you this information for free. In medicine, when a woman is pregnant sometimes and there are complications which could, endanger the life of the mother and the child, in a bid not to lose the mother, sometimes they can do a safe abortion. I gave you that information for free. It is not for your level. That is an abortion that could be safe. And there are different types of abortion, but I can't be going into that right now. But I want you to know that any abortion you do, because you are trying to get rid of an unplanned pregnancy, it is an unsafe abortion and it can lead to death.
Next.
Man said that younger part should be at the front and shorter part should be at the back. What if the person is sleeping face back? What is face back?
Thank you very much. You see this sanitary word that can hide it. You see the sanitary part?
Be quiet.
Okay, thank you. I want to show you something on the sanitary part. Can you see these lines?
Yes.
You can see these lines? These lines are there for a purpose. And these lines are supposed to track the blood. Because every ultra pad has gel in it. They have what? Gel in it. You don't need it because you are not going to start producing pads. But what I'm saying is, even if you are sleeping like this, or you sleep like this, or you sleep like this, anyhow you decide to sleep, if you fix your pad well, it will not flow out of it. Because as the blood is coming out of wherever it's coming from and touching this pad, if these lines are supposed to direct its flow, and the gel in the pad traps the blood and lets it stick, it doesn't flow out of it. The only reason why it flows out of it is, number one, if you don't fix your pad well. Number two, if the pad is full and you refuse to change it. Those are the reasons for it flowing out. And that's why I wanted to show you a real practical demonstration of the correct way to fix your pad, but we don't have a pad. They can't hear you. I can't hear you too. Is it possible? Okay, our question has gone out of the context of what we are saying, but I will still answer her anyway. She said, is it possible for a pregnant woman to give birth on her own at home without anybody pushing it out? Who else will push the baby out if not the pregnant woman herself? The person that is carrying the pregnancy is the one that will push it out. Nobody will help them to push out. I have seen pregnant women who push out their pregnancies in the house. I have seen some who push it out even in the car. I have seen some who wait to push it out in the hospital. It depends on how fast they are able to access medical care. So the pregnancy, in the pregnant woman pushes it out herself. So I don't know any other person that wants to push it out for her. Last question, please.
How does this take of
Louder.
Wait, she will repeat it. She will repeat whatever
How
she
does
asked.
intake of sweetness increase the blood?
How does intake of Okay, thank you for raising this. Let me quickly, I need to even address it. I thought some people will even ask me questions like people that have menstrual pain, why do they have menstrual pain? Because when we go to give menstrual hygiene campaign like this, these are part of the questions we get. Like why do some people have menstrual pain? When you have menstrual pain, what do you do and all that? Intake of sweet things, it doesn't increase the flow of the blood. The flow you will have whether you take sweet things is the same flow you will have whether you do not take sweet things. But intake of sweet things could aggravate menstrual pain. Mind my word, I said it could aggravate menstrual pain, which means that you are already carrying the nature of someone who has menstrual pain. Mind you, there are some people who don't go through menstrual pain, they are blessed. They are blessed. Some people don't go through menstrual pain. God has created them like that. Glory be to God. But there are some people, their own nature, they experience menstrual pain. They are not considered. It is the way God has wired them. But what I want you to know is that when you take sweet things, it makes the menstrual pain more serious. We are done, sir. It's the questions that we are taking. Me, I was already done with my presentation. If there are no questions, I'm out of here already. So when you take more sweet things, it aggravates the menstrual pain. Auntie, or should I not take this question? I should not bother to take this. Some girls show that they are menstruating through their facial expression. Help them to deal with it. Okay? Now listen to me. Girls, when you are menstruating, it doesn't have to be showing your facial expression. Why is it showing? Must the whole world know that you are menstruating? The whole world does not have to know that you are menstruating. I want you to know that you can still live a normal life. Do your normal activities. Engage in your normal activities of the day, even for that 3 days or 5 days that you menstruate. So you don't have to carry about like the word is crumbling on your head because you are menstruating. If you are the type that experience menstrual pain, take paracetamol, drink a lot of fluid, take fruits, sleep well, go about your activities, you will be fine. Ordinary paracetamol is okay for menstrual pain. That is if the pain is unbearable. Do you understand? So you don't have to carry on as if the word is crumbling on your head to are menstruating. Alright, this one says, why do some females have a prolonged menstruation and others is just for a short time? I don't know what this person means by prolonged menstruation, but the normal number of days to menstruate is 3 to 5 days. It's 3 to 5 days. In fact, by the 5th day, all you will see is just possible. You will not.
Please.
Why are they laughing? Why are they making noise? 3 to 5 days is the normal number of days to menstruate. But we've seen some people who say they have it up to 7 days. Maybe those who usually experience a very heavy flow. In some exceptional cases. But the truth is, as the days are counting down, the flow is reducing. By the 5th day, you might not even see anything. Maybe it's just possible and that will be all. So I don't know what this person means by some people have it prolonged or something. I think we are done with all the questions now. And I want the sanitary part to go around the student now. Please, let's distribute why we